Because if you buy me something, that means you're not attuned with me, and that's going to make me.
You just made my point.
Hold on. I'm not done. So if you are attuned with me, which I said women are usually attuned with the man, and you actually do the thing that I need from you, I will actually feel love. And that goes opposite of what you said.
How about look at
hold on, wait. So my question is, you said in a moment of conflict that if she goes and buys you something, that will piss you off.
He lying.
It wouldn't piss me off. I don't care about a woman buying me shit.
No, I get that. But
you interrupt me for that point, Miss Lego.
But wait, how I look at love language, honestly, is how I look at horoscopes. You see how every zodiac sign, you have this characteristic trait. That means that all of us, I'm a Virgo, right? That means that all of us has to be this way and that way, and you got to follow this and you got to read that. Oh no, I'm supposed to be with the Taurus and all of that stuff. That's how I look at love languages.
Y'all missing the point.
What I understand that Bruizzr is saying is that should be a communication that you have with your partner. So you should be able to like discuss these things. It's not going to be the first date. It ain't going to be the second year. It does take time. So it's not like it's like people are looking at this book like, okay, like especially a single person. They're going to look at this book like, okay, when I get a guy, I want them to do this, this, and that. And they're missing that I need to go get to know this person. And then they putting these labels.
But you can ask that from somebody.
But
I want to say something, but I want Precious to go first because you just cut off earlier.
Huh?
Go ahead, Precious.
Yeah, go ahead, Precious.
Oh, I was just responding to what Bruizzr was saying when he said that men, if you want something sexually done to you or whatever, you're not going to react like a woman would, because you said a woman, it's a feeling for her. Like I forget the word that you used.
No, what I was saying with a woman,
you said
I've been seeing that it's an attraction for women, for a man to already know your vibe, what you like, when you like it, how you like it, and all those.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
but isn't that the same for a man though?
I'm saying that's fine, but men, it doesn't matter. We get the same satisfaction whether we can coach you through it or whether
it doesn't matter, bro.
Know it, or you have some type of good memory. To be
we're other than head. Your example was head. Give me some head whenever I'm happy.
One of the examples.
Okay. Essentially,
hold on. Other than that, I agree. I agree with you. But when it comes, like I said, I don't want you to buy me nothing. So like I said, my love language is words, not words of affirmation, acts of service. So I want you to do something for me, or emails, or do this, or remind me of something, or keep me like, yo, did you do this yet? I need you to like add something to my life, and that's acts of service. So I need that from a woman.
So on Christmas, your old lady,
something different, I'm gonna feel unloved.
So on Christmas, your old lady come by and say, "Hey, I sent 100 emails out for you."
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Because you know what? Like, those emails that she sent me out would probably make me $2,000 versus buying me some dumb shit. Yes.
Well, and it saved you time. I think the point of the book, you guys, I think you're being too technical with love. And that's the problem. Sometimes when we get on these panels, people be looking like, damn, I don't want that kind of marriage. That shit sounds boring. She don't look happy. It's regimented. What? Your man can't tell you his love language because you don't want to remember it 2 years from now. People change.
Right.
Changing you. It's like riding a motorcycle. You lean into the curves with them. When he lean, you lean. You say you're not always in a curve. Sometimes you're on a straightaway and you go with the punches. And that's the part that we're not talking about. We're talking about the rigidness. Well, I'm not going to do this because this, and that's why it appears that as Black people, we're not happy. We're too hard on each other.
We're too hard.
No, we are too hard. Like we sit here with these hardcore ass rules instead of everybody pausing and say, you know what? If he likes that, then I'm gonna give it to him. And the moment I notice that he changes, then I'm gonna say, baby, you don't like that no more. I'm gonna change with you. Yeah. And that's the crazy part about these panels.
So technically, Queen, hold on, wait, Mr. Lego.
I'm not doing
hold on, wait,
that.
Mr. Lego.
That's crazy. I don't believe in this. What is wrong with y'all?
We are actually in agreement. I'm saying that, hey, look, roll with the punches.
Right.
I don't think that anyone, that's what I'm saying. That whole love language thing is too rigid.
rule.
This is my love language. This is my no, it's not. You know darn well.
But
At
there's
some
five
point,
of them. How is it rigid if it's
Can I
five of
ask
them?
the
Because,
question?
I'm saying that because most people.
All right, one
because-
mic. One
because
mic. Let
most
Lucky get
people-
in there.
Because most
Lucky, go
people
ahead.
tend. Oh, go ahead, Lucky.
After Sweeney.
Hold on, swallow.
No, you
Sweeney
can
wasn't even done. Go ahead, Sweeney.
Because
Go ahead, Sweeney.
Because-
My bad. Then Lucky.
when we talk about these love languages, people tend to say, "This is my love language, and this is what I want you to go off of," and that's what makes it rigid. I'm not arguing that those. I'm not arguing that those love languages do not exist. That those 5 particular things don't exist, and people don't want it. I'm saying that when people go into these situations and say, "This is my love language," it's not. Because it can be any one of those at any given moment, at any point in time, especially when you're talking about being married to somebody for a lifetime.
That's why you know all of them. That's why you should know all
And
of them.
Lucky gave you the sauce.
Exactly.
She said
All
the
of
second
them.
part
There's
of that.
5 of them.
Lucky
All right, let's
gave
get
you the
Lucky in
sauce.
here.
She
I'm
said
sorry.
the
Go ahead.
second
You
part
can
of
do that.
that is observation. After the direct communication is also observation. So you guys,
Attunement.
you're still responsible for knowing your mate. Like,
Yes.
like you're still responsible. Like if you making love and somebody ain't moaning and talking, you gonna be like, wait a minute, do they have to say this ain't working? It's your responsibility. Be like, let me try it from the left. Let me do this from the right. Let me give a little bit of flowers. Let me turn this way. You still have a
But this should say
responsibility as an adult. And I just used like the most prominent example, but it's still up to you to get curious. Y'all keep using words like be curious about each other, but then when they hit a hard spot, you don't want to get curious and observe. She told you the second part of that is observing, to say sometimes you're not gonna always want to talk to your mate and say, I need this. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where you got to spell it out all the time. If I got to ask you for it, you really don't know me. And that's why you really don't know me. Right. So it kind of works hand in hand, y'all.
You gotta
All right,
ask.
Lucky.
You gotta know what to ask for. Though.
Yeah.
Lucky,
Well,
you had someone.
I just wanted to say, so if we just scratch the book and we go off of what love is in the book people use when they get married, it says love is kind, love is everlasting, love is long suffering. It has things of what love is. Are we saying those rules are strict? Or are we up here saying that love is subjective? I may not do these things, but I could do. We have to universally agree this is love and this is what falls under it. This is hate and this is what falls under it. We can't say if I have one thing, this is just rigid rules. Maybe it's just the fact that this is what love is. And if you don't have those things, one might question if that nigga love you or if she love you. So I mean, love is pretty to the point. So are we throwing this book away? What book are we subscribing to, or how are we defining love? If we're saying these 5
Bruizzr is throwing a book away because he don't understand it.
Love
No.
to me
That's,
will always
I can
come
answer
with
for
Corinthians,
myself.
so.
I look at love as a choice. It's something that I choose to do. It's
Yes.
that take place, because the opposite is the opposite of love is hate. That's also a choice. It's not forced upon. Nobody puts a spell on you and force you to do it. It's something that you have to make a decision to do.